Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wa sallallahu ta'ala ala khayri khalqihi Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in, amma ba'd. Thank you for attending today the Ramadan tips to rebalance our health, and also the talk by Brother Shafiq after this on the more spiritual side of Ramadan. Inshallah, I will begin with a hadith of the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Many of you know this hadith. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, "Ightanim khamsan qabla khams." Ightanim meaning work hard or strive for. Yes, strive, work hard for 5 things before 5. And the thing that I want to mention in particular is the second point there that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said. He said, "Wasihatika qabla saqamik." Your health before your sickness. Yes, your health before your sickness. And I'll leave you to look at the others. So what's interesting is the word ightanim, from the word ghanima as well. Where have people heard of the word ghanima? It's the war booty, isn't it, that people collect after a battle. Yes? So battle or strive hard, work hard to gain these things, because they're not easy. They're not easy. To succeed in these areas, not easy. Yes? So, looking at the health, this is what I'm going to be focusing on. When we go to our GP for a health check, yes, what age is that usually? At which age does the body start declining? 40 on the NHS. At 40, you're asked to see your GP to get a full health check. And they will ask you about whether you drink alcohol, whether you smoke, and they will screen you. So they will check for blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, and check your weight. Yes, because these are the indicators of health. Yes, if you're not taking intoxicants, and your blood pressure is fine, your cholesterol is good, your diabetes is clear, and your weight is normal, then inshallah you'll get a clear take-of bill, and they will say, we'll see you in 5 years. But if there's a problem that's picked up, they will see you then regularly. Yes, every 2 weeks until it's controlled, every 4 weeks, and then every 3 months. Yes, and this is the pattern of health care that we have in primary care. Yes, but despite this, what is the trend that we're seeing? What is the trend that we're seeing? Have a look at this. This is a graph of severe obesity in adults. Yes, from 93 up to 2019. What's happening here? It's clear, isn't it? Yes? Severe obesity is going up. Obesity is going up, but severe obesity as well is going up and up and up. And why is that? Why is that? Does anyone know? Brothers? Sisters? Food options, bad food options. That's the biggest one. Yes? And today we're going to be talking about fasting in particular. Yes, fasting in particular. And the health benefits of fasting. And it's interesting that this has forced scientists and doctors and others and nutritionists to look into the benefits of fasting, because it's a failing system at the moment. Yes, the numbers are getting worse. Yes, the numbers are getting worse. So some of the people that I follow, Dr. Fung, Dr. Mosley, yes, Dr. Hunt, there's many who have done research on this. And what have they found? The evidence is now becoming more and more established. There's a documentary, have people seen this one? This is quite a famous one that came out a few years ago. Eat Fast and Live Longer. Yes, Michael Mosley did this on the BBC. I encourage you to watch this. Yes, and what did they find? That the 5-2 fast, that they explored lots of different fasting, yes? So the 5-2 fast, which is 2 days a week, yes, 2 days a week, they found is extremely beneficial. They also found the 4-3 fast, which is every other day, yes? Alternate day fasting, very beneficial, yes? Where you're fasting 12 to 18 hours a day, very beneficial, yes? In what way? It reduces weight, reduces insulin resistance, which is what we're going to be talking about shortly. Reduces diabetes, in some cases reverses diabetes. Yes, and reduces the risk of cancer. Yes. Why does fasting, how does that reduce the risk of cancer? I put autophagy there, that's a clue. What does autophagy mean? Anyone know? Yeah? Autophagy is where the body, phagy is where, like phagocytes, the white blood cells that destroy your infection. Is that right? Phagocytes. You remember that from science? Yes? So autophagy is where your own body starts eating up damaged cells. Damaged cells are what cause cancer. Yes? And this is what ultra-processed foods increase the risk of. If you have 30% of your diet, if 30% of your diet is from ultra-processed foods, your risk of cancer goes up by what percent? 20% risk, yes? But actually, people are having much higher than that, yes? People are having up to 50% of their diet is ultra-processed foods, yes? And so the numbers are going up, yes? The numbers in cancer are going up. But fasting, what does that do? When you're in the fasting state, when you're not taking in food, your body goes into repair mode, starts eating up the cancer cells, yes? Or the potentially cancer cells, not the cancer cells. The cells, the damaged cells in the body that can potentially become cancerous, it will start eating those up, yes? So why are we here? Brothers and sisters, why have you come? Why have you come today in particular? Why have you come to this session? Anybody want to tell me, brother, why are you here? To learn about the benefits of fasting. Good. Anything else? Sister side, why are you here? Sorry? Can't hear you. Remind ourselves, yeah, to remind ourselves. Okay, good. Yeah? So it's to learn. But knowledge alone, is that good enough? Knowledge alone is not good enough. You need to have action in order to have the power. Yes? And Imam Bukhari has a chapter, Bab al-Ilm qabla al-Amal. Yes, in the books of Hadith. Yes, knowledge before action. So knowledge is very empowering, and hopefully you'll become motivated as well to do something at the end of this. So this is what we're trying to do today, is increase the knowledge. And this has done wonders for my own knowledge. Yes, because once you have the knowledge, you need to marry that up with discipline. Discipline is essential. Yes, it's not about perfection, but it's about doing the regular things. And I like this quote about discipline. Have a read for this. The ability, what is discipline? It's the ability to make yourself do something you don't want to get the result that you really want. Yes? The ability to make yourself do something you don't want to get the result you want. Yes? And in anything in life, discipline is essential. In school, discipline is essential. If you're not attending, you're going to be failing. Yes? I attended a parents' evening of one of my kids. It was interesting. The teacher said that the evidence is that the lessons that the child does not attend are the lessons exam results they'll be weakest in. And they did the mock exam, and it was interesting. So my child who was late and not attended maybe 20%, was late about 20% of these lessons, their marks were 2 to 3 levels down compared to the subjects they were attending 100%. Yes, so just by attending every day, yes, you will gain benefits. You will get the grades. You will achieve. Yes, by going to work every day, you will get better. As soon as you're not attending, yes, you will start failing. Anywhere, in work, in anything. Yes, in health, in everything. Amir Khan, you know, one of the famous boxers. Yes, he said every morning, without fail, I would go for my jog, no matter what the weather was like. Even if it was snowing, harsh, I would be out there running. Yes? Discipline is key. Yes? Okay, so can we make the intention for Ramadan and, to worship Allah and to have health benefits? Is that allowed? Can we do that? Yes or no? Put your hands up if you think yes. Put your hands up if you think no. Okay, good. Yeah. So, as far as I understand, you can have that dual intention, but the essential part is you have to do it for Allah foremost. Yes? The health benefits come secondary. Everything in Islam, everything that is halal, everything that is made fard, is beneficial and healthy. Halal is healthy, haram is harmful. Everything haram is harmful, yes? So you will see the health benefits, yeah? Okay, so the commonest cause of death. Let's look at some statistics. What is the commonest cause of death, or what was the commonest cause of death 100 years ago? 100 years ago, what did most people die from? Sorry? Infections, the plague, excellent, yeah. Okay? And by the grace of Allah, human beings were allowed to develop vaccines and antibiotics, antivirals, and now that has gone right down. Yes, right down. But now we have another test. What is the biggest cause of death now this century is what? What's the number one cause? What is it? Who said that? Did you say heart attacks? Cancer, very good. Close. So the first one is heart disease. The number one cause of death, yes, heart attacks and strokes. After that, very good, yeah. After that, breathing problems, yes, a lot of which is related to smoking, yeah. And the fourth one, diabetes, yes. So these are the big illnesses, yes, that are affecting. And what are the causes of those? And we talked about this in the beginning. What do we screen for in the beginning? What do doctors screen for when everyone's 40? Intoxicants, yes. People who drink alcohol, smoke, they're higher risk of developing those conditions. If you have blood pressure, if you are overweight, and if you have cholesterol, yes. And finally, diabetes. Yes, I'll put them down as A, B, C, D. Can you see that? So that you can remember those. Yeah, the A, B, C, D. Now, how do we reverse those? How do we reset the balance? Yeah, so there's a new area of medicine that's come to light, yeah, over the last few decades, called what? Lifestyle medicine. Yes, lifestyle medicine is where we are trying to reverse illness and disease without medicine, but only through lifestyle. Yes, and this is what we're going to focus on today. Achieving the balance in all these. Yeah, so in order to have balanced health, you need to have balance in all these areas. Yes, so should we start from the left? Nutrition. Yes. Good nutrition is essential, and we're going to be talking about that. Yes, this is the biggest problem. If your nutrition is bad, then the next thing goes out the window. If your nutrition is bad, then no matter how much exercise you do, it's not going to burn off, yes, a bad diet. Yes? And how much exercise is recommended, everyone? How much? An hour a day for kids. What about for adults? 30 minutes or 20 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes a day, okay, is sufficient. Yeah? One of my father's friends, he said he had diabetes and he was overweight. He said, I lost my diabetes and my weight came down. You know how? Walking to the masjid 5 times a day. Yes? Islam encourages regular exercise. Really important. Yes? And we'll know about the sunnah sports. Yeah? But anything like running, swimming, cycling, you can do it all in the morning or split it morning and evening. Yes? But get into the habit of that, really important. Yes, make that your addictive routine in the morning. What's next on the list? Stress management. Yes, stress is really important. Mental health, if it's poor, everything else is poor. What happens when your mental health gets bad? With your food, what starts happening? People can start binge eating, yeah, or go the other way. Yeah, they're so sad that they will just stop eating. Yeah, but most of the time, it's overeating. Yes? The exercise will go out the window. They just want to sit at home all day. So mental health is really important, really important. And Islam encourages sorting that out. Yes? Becoming emotionally strong is so essential. Yes? Social support. What can we say about that? Who wants to tell me about social support, the importance of that? Brother? Anyone? Good, yeah. So good social support will help all round because people you can talk to, people you can trust, and your friends. Your friend group is really important, yes? The Prophet ﷺ said, Al-mar'u ala dini khalilih. Yes, that a person is on the religion of his friend. Yeah? And this is why people say, show me your friends, I'll show you your religion. Yes, if your friends are smoking, you are going to be doing the same. If your friends are eating rubbish, you're going to be doing the same. Yes, if your friends are not exercising, you're going to be doing the same. Yes? So friend circles are really important. But together with social comes spiritual. Yes, the spiritual I fit in there is really important. Without spiritual growth, there is, everything else is going to be affected because your intentions are corrupted, your motivations are corrupted. So getting the spiritual right is really essential, yes? And what about sleep? How much sleep is recommended? Sorry? Yeah, 6 to 8 hours, yeah, depending, yes? And that can be all in one go or divided. And this is why the Prophet ﷺ would not go out late. Yes, after Isha, it would just be with the family. Yes, there shouldn't be a culture of going out, spending late hours with friends and outside. No, after Isha, with the family. Yes, you'll be talking, yes, joking, enjoying life with the family, then bed. Yeah? And what's the other thing that keeps people up late? Sorry? Scrolling. Yeah, Netflix. Yeah. Okay? This is one of the biggest tests. Yes? On average, adults spend 8 hours a day on devices, and some kids 6 hours a day. That's a crazy amount. Yes? And this is something that needs to be stopped. Yes? Because it's a dangerous addiction. Yeah? And then we talked about risky behaviors such as smoking, drinking, yes? Obviously completely haram. But under that comes anything addictive. Yeah? So you can put gaming and things in that. Anything addictive must be removed from your lifestyle as much as possible. Yes? Now, what do you notice here, everyone? Need to rush through this. Okay, what do you notice on this graph that's different to the last one? Yeah, this is since the 1950s. Can you see it was all flat here? And then, yeah, this is the weight. This is the obesity rates. Look, it's all flat here. And then suddenly in the 70s, it starts going up. What happened? What happened in the 70s? Sorry? Fast food. Yeah, fast food. Yeah, and what about breakfast? What happened to the breakfast industry? Kellogg's, cereals. Yeah? Yeah, the food industry took this to another level, yes, of making us addicted, literally addicted to sugar. Yes, and there's a program right now on iPlayer about the food industry. Have a look at that. It's so interesting. Yes, where sugar has been purposely put into foods to make people addicted to it. Yes, and this is what Kellogg's mastered. Yes, they mastered, first of all, selling you the idea that you have to have cereal every morning. Yes, and they're filling it with sugar so that you become addicted to sugar. And sugar addiction is one of the most dangerous food addictions. Yes. Okay, so how addictive is this compared to, say, a very addictive drug called cocaine? What's more addictive? Sugar or cocaine? Sugar. Even, they say 9 times more. Yes, very addictive. Yeah? So let's see how much sugar there is in foods, everyone. Okay, these are teaspoons of sugar in the foods that we eat commonly. Yeah? Bananas, look at that. 4.5 spoons. Yeah? There's a cereal here, okay, in 1 cupful of cereal, 3.5 spoons. Okay, but we're coming to cereals in a minute. Look at these drinks. Coca-Cola, look how many spoons of sugar there are. 10.5 spoons in sugar. Yeah? 10.5 spoons in sugar. What about diet drinks? What do people think about diet drinks? Are they okay? What do people think of diet drinks? Why are they not okay? Sorry, sister? Yeah, but what's wrong with that? Potentially, yeah, there is some evidence, but yeah. What else? What else can it do to your cravings, Watch the program that's now on iPlayer, really interesting. Pepsi, Pepsi Max, went to a food industry company and asked them to do research on the health benefits of diet drinks, yeah? They did the study and they found if you're drinking diet drinks alone, no problem. Yes? But they found an alarming finding. They went back to Pepsi. They said, look, when people are drinking diet drinks alone, no problem. It's not raising the blood sugar. But when they mix it with food, we found that the people who are having sugary drinks compared to those having diet drinks, yes, who gained more weight? The diet. It was shocking. They couldn't understand it. How is it that people drinking diet drinks, having the same foods, but those having diet drinks are gaining more weight than those having sugary drinks? Yes? Really interesting. And then guess what Pepsi did? They said we need to do more research. What did Pepsi do? They pulled the funding. They said we're not funding this research anymore. They stopped the funding. Yeah? So we don't know, but what scientists are thinking is that when you have the diet drink, it's not really sugar, but it tastes like sugar. So your body starts expecting food. And when the food doesn't come in, what do you start feeling? More hungry. So you're drinking diet drinks and you're actually getting hungrier and hungrier and hungrier than if you were having regular drinks. So when you have your food, what happens? You overeat. Yeah? So diet drinks, everybody, lose them please. Yeah? Hadith, everyone. And the first tip of the day in terms of your diet and drinks, everybody knows this hadith. The Prophet ﷺ was heard by a companion saying, a human being fills no worse vessel than his stomach. It is sufficient for a human to eat a few mouthfuls to keep his spine straight. But if he fills it, then 1/3 should be food, 1/3 drink, and 1/3 air. Okay? In which order do we normally eat and drink? What's the normal order? Sorry? Eat first or drink first? Who drinks first? 2 people. MashaAllah. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, but that is perfect because that's what you should be doing. Because have a look at this. If you drink first and you fill half your stomach, all right, or maybe 1/3. Okay, this picture's wrong. It's 2/3 full, right? But if you have 2-3 glasses of water before your food, your solids, yes, what you will end up with is feeling full earlier. Whereas if your stomach is completely empty and you're just starting with solids, yes, you're going to be eating a lot more. You'll be filling it all with food rather than drink. Yes? So start with your drinks. Okay? Reverse that habit. It's going to be hard, but you'll get used to it and you will have health benefits with that. And the Prophet ﷺ would only drink, really, his main drinks were what? Water and milk. Yeah? Water and milk. Yeah? Now, let's get on to insulin. Let's get on to what happens when we eat food. When we eat food, there are 3 groups of food. Yeah, everybody knows about this. Yeah, the carbohydrates, the big graph at the top. Yes, these are the sugars. Then you have the protein in the middle, and then you have the fats at the bottom. Yes, so you can see that when you eat sugary foods, the insulin shoots up. You can see how high it goes up. Yeah, but with the proteins, it goes up much less, and with fats, it goes up the lowest. Yeah? So insulin is the hormone that brings down your sugar, and you need to understand this, really important. Let's have a look at insulin. Yeah? Now, if you're eating all day long, right, 2-3 times a day, look what's happening. You're having insulin spikes all day long. Now, what does insulin do? What is it the hormone for? What does it do, guys, girls? Sorry? Drops your sugar, is that right? But is there anything else that it does? Insulin is your storage hormone. If you're not using the sugar, insulin starts converting everything to fat. Yes? So your body starts going into storage mode. Yeah? And when you go into storage mode, what happens? Your fat cells also grow. Yeah? And the other thing that happens, you start feeling tired. Okay? Because there's a dip that happens. As soon as your sugar starts coming down, with large sugar spikes, you will get sugar dips. And when your sugar goes low, you start feeling hungry. Yes? So you get into this vicious cycle of feeling hungry even though your body doesn't need it. And this is where the snack culture comes in. Yes? All day long we're just snacking. Yes? Even though your body doesn't need it, you're just getting this feeling of hunger because your insulin levels are high. Yeah? So what's the key? We need to break this cycle. Yeah? Okay? So first, cereals. This is for the kids out there because I know the adults don't have these cereals, do they? Yeah? Look how much sugar spoons we've got in the chocolatey cereals. Look at Cocoa Pops, 7 spoons, cornflakes, yeah? And it gets better and better at the bottom. Special K, bran flakes, yeah? And then what's the best at the bottom? Oats, yeah? Who has mostly oats here? Fantastic, fantastic, yeah? Okay? I think the brothers beat the sisters on that side, yeah? Okay, but this is really interesting, this column. Can you see the GI? Has everyone heard of this before? The glycemic index, yeah? The GI index, okay, the glycemic, these are called GI foods, high GI foods. This is the speed at which your body converts your food into sugar. The faster your body converts a food to sugar is how quickly your body will shoot up the insulin, and your insulin will stay up for a lot longer. So you want low GI foods, foods that release sugar slowly. Yes? Chocolate is high on the list. Yeah? Chocolate needs to go out the window. Yeah? But look, so these are the cereals. Let's go to other common foods. Look at this. Look at the GI index, everyone, on this side. Yeah? Okay? Rice. Yeah, my diabetic patients tell me when I have rice and I check my sugar after, it shoots up through the roof. Rice is basically concentrated balls of sugar, right? And it's so dangerous. If you're having rice, you're not going to be able to lose weight. Very hard to lose weight if you're having rice. Likewise, potatoes. Look at the GI index of potatoes. Instantly just rushes into your blood. Fries, yeah. Why is a GI index of fries less than potatoes? Who can tell me? Why doesn't it go shoot into your blood as quickly? Does anyone know? Because it's mixed with oil. Yes? So if you have sugar alone, the sugar gets absorbed into your body really quick. But if it's mixed with fats, it goes slower. And this is why sugars with food is better. Yes? So having your fruit at the end of your meal, better, yeah? So don't be having snacks by themselves, sugary snacks throughout the day. You'll be shooting up your insulin. Whereas if you have your sweet snacks with your meal, the release will be a lot slower. Yeah, look at this, 96 compared to 64. Yeah, the GI index. Yeah? Spaghetti, sweet corn. Yeah? Peas, look at that. Look how low peas is. Yeah? Really healthy. Yeah? Wholemeal foods. Broccoli, eggs, yeah? Okay. So guys, we need to try and switch our eating habits, yes? From simple carbohydrates, like we're seeing here, to the complex ones, yeah? This is complete junk at the bottom, yeah? This is the food industry who have made these foods taste so nice, look so nice, okay, and feel so nice, but they're devastating for your health. And you have to cut these out. Substitute them for the foods on top. Brown fruits, whole fruits, dals, yes? Okay, so that you get the healthy effects of sugar slowly going up, slowly coming down. Not these big highs and big lows, yes, that really cause havoc on your body. Okay, so we have 3 more slides left. What happens when you start fasting? Is it easy the first 3 days? It's very stressful because you're not used to fasting, yeah? And this is why the Prophet ﷺ, perhaps Allah knows best, fasted the most in the month of Sha'ban to prepare his body for Ramadan, yes? Because you will start getting withdrawal symptoms. What are the symptoms? You might start getting headaches, you might get moody, irritable, you may have sleep changes, anxiety. How long does this last for? The stress response. And this is with any addiction. You stop smoking, this is going to happen for 3 days. Any drug you stop, this will happen for about 3 days. Yeah? 3 days, the first 3 days are the worst. But how long does it last for approximately? 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, if you abstain from anything you're addicted to, including sugar, that craving will go down. I speak to people who have come off chocolate and I said, how do you do it? They said, after a while, I just lost the cravings. And now I look at it, I just don't crave for it. Yeah? You can overcome this addiction, yeah, and it takes 2 weeks, yeah, and by 3 months you will see your targets reached. Your weight will be down. If you're on blood pressure medication, it will be down. Your sugar medicine will be down. You'll be so much better, okay? So, final couple of slides, everyone. Withdrawal symptoms, okay? how do we conquer them? Yes. How do we gain the willpower? Firstly, it comes with dua. Yes, it comes with dua. You have to ask Allah for help. The tawfiq comes from Allah. Okay, I've spoken to people who were smoking. One of the most addictive things you can do. And they were saying that I used to smoke, go back to smoking. Smoke, it was such a hard battle, but I would ask Allah for help. Yes, every time you go back, you ask Allah for, Ya Allah, I'm addicted to this, help me. You have to recognize the addiction, ask Allah for help. Yes, وَمَنْ يُوقَ شُحَّ نَفْسِهِ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. Yes, whoever strives and struggles to hold and withhold themselves, yes, and struggle with themselves, they will be the successful. Yes, and with that, you will gain the discipline. With the help of Allah, you will gain discipline. Yes, and eventually you will conquer your nafs. Do not let yourself, okay, rule you. Yeah, conquer yourself. You be in charge. Okay. So dua, number one. Number two, discipline. Okay, really important. Number three, the diet. Okay, have high protein. Yeah, low fats and lots of greens. Yeah, high protein. No, it's low carbs. Sorry. Low carbs, brothers. High protein, low carbs, and lots of greens, yeah, is the key. Okay? With plenty of exercise, and you are then left with the balance. Achieve the balance in all these things. We've spoken about these already. Okay, may Allah bless you. May Allah give us tawfiq to make this Ramadan a better Ramadan and come out healthier. Bi-idhnillahi ta'ala.